I'm recording. All right. So go ahead and play some music, whatever you want to play. Oh, thanks, Anne. All right. So let's come to, I think I want to pause my music and just kind of start it in a moment rather than fast kind of stuff. So I want us to tune into our bodies a little bit here. Come to the bottom of your mat, facing the top of your mat, right? And then inhale, reach up, bring your arms out to the side, bend your knees flat back, walk forward into a plank pose, engage those thighs, press them up, and then lift up to a downward facing dog, soften one knee and then the other, and then bring that into a walk to the top of the mat. So walk to the top of the mat, bend your knees a lot, bring those arms out with a flat back, come all the way up to standing, inhale. Again, flat back, swan dive down, step back, one leg and then the other back to your plank, down dog, walk the hands back to the feet, and then back up, flat back, inhale. It's like an inchworm, like a yoga kind of inchworm. Walk forward to your plank, gather in with the low belly and lift yourself up into down dog, walk the feet to the hands, push down into the feet, flat back, come to standing, inhale, reach up, exhale, step back to plank, lift to down dog, walk the hands back, come up to standing, one more time, hinge, walk forward in 4 steps if you can, or less, down dog, walk the feet to the hands, come down deep in those legs, come all the way up, inhale, hinge, exhale, step back to plank, downward facing dog, and walk the hands back to the feet, and 3, 2, 1, come all the way up. Now this time, hinge forward, again, walk forward to your plank. We're gonna stop there for a moment, right? Lift up into a down dog, lift your right leg up, stretch it up. Bring your right knee into the chest and hover in the plank. One more time, reach that right leg up, stretch it back. Exhale, knee to chest. Step your foot between your hands. You're in a runner's lunge. Come all the way up into like a crescent pose. Exhale, step back to plank. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, push that heel back. Bring the knee to the chest, push the ground away, hovering plank. Lift the leg up, knee to chest, bring your foot between your hands and rise on up into your runner's lunge. Reach those arms up, circle the arms around, step back to plank, down dog, and now walk your feet to your hands to the top of the mat. Come all the way up to standing, inhale, exhale. So bring the right leg back, airplane pose, bring the arms back. Reach back with that right leg, a little balance here, and gently step back into your lunge. Inhale, reach up, take a twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale those arms back to center. Exhale to plank. And down dog, lift the hips up and back. Walk the feet to the hands. Flat back, come all the way up to standing, inhale. Fly back into airplane, left leg reaches back, arms reach back, heart forward, bend into that front knee, a gentle step back into your lunge, reach those arms up, twist to your right, right arm back, left arm forward like a high twist. Reach your arms up, circle those arms around, step back to plank, downward facing dog, walk the feet to the hands, and come all the way up. And then let's turn to the long edge of your mat. Soften the knees, and we do a little squat, reach, squat, reach. Bring the back heel off the ground, and reach, reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And come all the way up to standing. Give yourself a little quad stretch side to side. And then I'll hug the knees in, just kind of wake up those hips a little bit. Good. And let's grab our little ball. Moving on, right? All right. Grabbing your ball, tucking it right into where that lower back is, and then bring your hands on either side. Lift your hips off the ground. Squish into that ball so it's squished right into the low back so it's not going to pop away. Heels on the ground, knees bent, reach the arms out long, plug the shoulder blades down. And little pulse, pulse, pulse. So they're little crunches. Let your glutes release if they're clenching. And let your back release, right? And you're just crunching using the abdominals. 10, 9, just the abdominals. 8, 7, 6, shoulder blades drawing down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Shift those arms over to the left. Now the right arm's going to reach a little longer, and the left elbow is going to come back into, and then you'll come back to center. So it's like a reach, reach, return, reach, return. Left elbow towards the ball. And think about using the rib cage to do this movement. The abdominal muscles. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Go to the other side. Twist. So you're reaching that left arm on a diagonal as far over to the right as you can. The right elbow comes back. And it's more about the rib cage. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Now place opposite hand on opposite shoulder. We'll go up, back, a little slower. Again, crunches. Scoop that low belly up and in, and really initiate and follow through with this movement at the abdominals. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Release the arms. Bring your left hand behind your head, and now twist little pulses to the left. Right arm reaches. Really using those rib cage. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come to center. Switch hands. Left arm reaches on a diagonal. Twist, 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 twist more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause in the middle. We have one more set. Both hands behind the head. 10 crunches. Up and down. 9. If this is too much, extend the arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep it in the belly. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Take that ball out. Crisscross your legs. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, take a twist. Just give that back a little break. Inhale, and go to the other side. Whew. All right, so now let's come into all fours. We still need our ball. Take your ball and tuck it right up into your inner thighs. Yeah? And then come onto all fours, if you would. Come down onto your forearms. And it's going to be a little tricky, but reach back with both legs, come into a forearm plank, squeezing the ball in between the inner thighs. Press the ground away, draw the belly in, and now imagine you're scooping that ball right up into your pelvic floor, right up into your belly, like you're zipping it up right up in there. Press the ground away some more. Now root into those big toe mounds. Root into the big toe mounds like you're pressing the big toe mounds down into the ground more. Feel how maybe that helps to ignite those quadriceps and inner thighs. Holding it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place the knees down. Take the ball out and place it off to the side. All right, take a couple of little cat and cows. And let's come up to standing. Grab your, we're going right to our 10-pound weight. All right, if you need a drink, I need to put on my fan here. Okay, so coming in with your 10-pound weight, a little similar to what we did on Monday. I kind of liked it. I want to repeat a little bit of what we did. Bend the elbows, hold the weights like at the ready, 10-pound weights, and then we'll come out into a wide squat. 5, slow, down and up. 5, resist on the way down and then push into those feet on the way up. 3, 2, just holding the weights, not pushing them up at all, just holding them. Yeah, 1, and now hold it down. Little pulses, 10, 9, 8. Push the ground away with those feet at 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now open the palms so that you're, open the elbows out by the sides a little bit. Extend the legs and extend the arms like on a like sort of a diagonal and come back down. 5. So they're sort of just following your legs. 4, 3, try not to just grip the weights. Looking good. 2, 1, hold it now, hold it down into your squat. Bring the weights out in front. Stay up tall with the torso. Knit the belly, sink a little bit deeper, and now we have 10 alternating. 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 7. Control it on the way down. 6, sink a little deeper. 5 if you can in your squat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold these like a tray, like you're holding a tray. Release your grip a little bit and pulse. Little pulses. 3, 2, 1. Lift and lower those heels off the ground. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up to standing. Lower the arms. Toe heel those feet back in together. Finish this off with 5 hammer curls. We still need these 10-pound weights. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just hold them at the ready. Hold them at the ready. Lift and lower on those tiptoes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Way up high. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Squat down. Let go of those weights. Step out to the side. Reach. Like a little step reach. Bringing all that movement into the body. Big circle with the arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. All right, now squat down and grab those weights. Again, the 10-pound weights. Feet hip distance apart. Hinge forward from your hips, coming into a flat back. So my knees are soft. Yes, 5 back rows. 5, 4, belly firm. 3, look forward. 2, 1. Now 5 kick back. Hold the arms up. Kick back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now 5 combinations. Back row and kick back, right? Back row, kick back in. 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo. And then come to standing, get those weights out of the way. Try to bring them straight down. Don't twist and lower them. Yeah? Come to the bottom of your mat, please. And walk forward to a plank. Push the ground away. We have mountain climbers. In, 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 in. as fast as you want to go. 10, 9, 8, or your 10 go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the plank. Hold it. Draw the shoulders back more. Now imagine you have that ball again in between those inner thighs. Draw the inner thighs towards each other and scoop that imaginary ball up into the belly. 5, 4, 3, 2, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Walk the hands and feet together, however you want to do it, and come all the way up to standing. Awesome. All right. 5 pound weights for this next round. So starting in a wide squat, and we're going into some different stuff. I'll have some variations in case it doesn't quite work, right? So overhead press with a squat, right? So it's a squat deep, press up. 5. Easy enough with the 5, but we'll get there. 4, 3, 2, hold it down deep. Alternating heel lift. Lift, lift, draw that belly in. Keep those elbows out to the side. Parallel the upper arms to the floor. 3, 2, 1. Hold it up on both tiptoes, both heels off the ground. Sink a little deeper, yeah? And now overhead press and rotate it in, pinky to pinky. Overhead press, sink deeper. You're staying on your tiptoes. Press and rotate in. Press, rotate in. Last one. Press, rotate in. And lower the arms, lower the heels. Bring the arms down, palms in, upright row. Come up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring those feet a little closer together. Bring the arms down by your sides. It's like a shoulder leg kind of thing, right? So it's a squat. Lift the left leg. Squat. Open the arms and lower them. 3, 4. Lateral raises. 5. Control it. 6. Squat deeper if you can. 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend the elbows, hold the weight. Bring that left leg out to the side. Little pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the leg lifted. Bend the knee and just bring it out in front. Just hold it out in front. You're holding the weight. Lift and lower on the tiptoes of that foot. Lift of the standing foot. 3, 2, and 1. Release it down. March it out a little bit, and we'll go right to the other side, okay? Same deal, squat, lateral raise. Other leg lifts out, and you squeeze that outer thigh. 3, 4, hinging from the hips, squat deeper. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold them. Bring that leg out and pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee forward. Just hold it out there. Lift and lower on the standing heel. Lift the heel off the ground. 3. Up on the tiptoes. 2 and 1. And place it down. Shake it out just a little bit. And come into a split stance. Right foot forward, left foot back. We have a couple more things and we'll take a quick little break. Hinge forward from your hips lift, back flies. Open out to the side. 9. Squeeze the shoulder blades in. 8. Flat back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to standing and switch legs. Other leg in front. The back heel can be off the ground or on the ground. Hinge from your hips, whatever feels most steady for the back. Bring your arms way up and back. We have 10 pulses up. 9, 8, 7, 6, but we're not done at 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up, squeeze in. 10, 9, 8, squeeze in, 7, in towards your midline, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, now up and in, 5, up in, squeeze, 4, up in, squeeze, 3, 2, 1, woo. And get rid of one of the weights off to the side. Weight toss and a squat. Weight toss and a squat. Can you hinge from the hips? And each time you squat, can you bring your elbows to the inside of your knees? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's take a quick little break. Take your weight with you. Keep that 5-pound weight. Place it near your mat. If you need a quick drink, do that. And we're coming down onto the mat. Whew. All right. So watch me first. You'll be laying on your left side. Watch me first. So you lay on your left side. You'll extend your left arm out in front, and that right elbow is just here, right? Then you'll push down with the left arm, bring the legs up, bring the arm up, and lower down. So it's a side lying lift. So let's all get here. Lay on your left side. Bring your legs forward on a diagonal. Extend your left arm out in front of you. Plug that left shoulder blade back a little bit towards you. Now you're using that left arm to help get you up. Now lean back onto that left buttock a little bit. So you're not resting on the hip bone. Now both legs will come up and the right arm reaches up at the same time, and then you float down. 10. If this does not work for you, 9, your body is just saying, I don't get it. 8, go to some bicycles, crisscrosses. 7, 6, 5, 4, using those right obliques. 3, 2, and 1. Pivot over to the other side. Place that weight down and come into a forearm plank on your right forearm, side forearm plank. Stack your feet if you can. Reach that left arm up and lift up into your side forearm plank. Draw the right shoulder blade down towards your hips. Dip and lift those hips. It's going to burn. 9, 8, 7, look up. 6, think higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sway those, bring those knees in and sway your legs to the left. Take your right arm up to the sky. Draw the low belly in and slowly take a little side bend, mermaid pose. And now we've got the whole other side to do. So come all the way down onto your right side. You're still there. Grab a hold of the weight with your left hand. Lay all the way down on your right side. Draw the right shoulder blade back. Hold the weight with the left elbow bent. Bring the legs on a diagonal like you're going to do like leg series in Pilates. Lean back on that right buttock. And then it's a push down with that right arm as you lift the leg and you lift the arm. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Think about those left waist muscles. 5, 4, keep the legs glued together. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, that was hard. I was leaning like halfway off my mat. My butt was half on the mat and half off. Pivot over to the other side. Come into your side forearm plank. Left forearm, left elbow underneath the left shoulder. Stack the feet if you can. Make one straight line. Reach the right arm up. Lift the hips up. Look up. Dip and lift. 10, 9, 8. Keep that straight line. 7, 6, 5. My top knee kind of bends and extends each time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees. Sway the legs to the right. Sit up. Take your left arm up. Draw in with the low belly and side bend over to the right. Whew. Awesome. All right. Let's come into all fours. Do a couple of rounds of cat and cow. Just give that spine a little bit of movement. Place your hands to set up for a plank. So wrists right underneath the shoulder blades. Reach back, one leg and then the other. Hold it, right? Scoop that low belly in. Draw the tailbone towards the heels. Draw the tailbone towards the heels. Press down into the big toe mound as you ignite those quadriceps up. Press the shoulder blades back. Push the ground away with those arms. Good. And now keep everything like that. Just pivot the heels to the left side, plank, right arm lift. Look up. Really press that left shoulder blade down your back. Hold it, 5, 4, maybe you stack the feet. Maybe you lift that top leg off the ground. If you never do it, try it. And come back to plank. Draw the shoulders back, go to the other side. Left arm lift. Stack the feet if you can. You got to really engage that bottom leg. Push down with the outer edge of that right foot. And then you can free the left leg up. 3, 2, and pivot back to your plank. Lift the hips up and back, down dog. Walk your hands and feet together and hinge from your hips. Come all the way up to standing. All right. Next round, how are we doing on time? We have one more round with some abs, hitting all the muscles. So just starting with some movement in the legs, right? So it's a curtsy. Starting with the right leg, you just curtsy back, come down as low as it feels good, and then it's an inner thigh squeeze to the midline. So it's a curtsy, inner thigh squeeze. You can add the arms, right? Just kind of bring a lot of awareness into this curtsy, not going past where the front knee wants to go, right? If you don't want to, that knee says, oh, I'm not sure about this. Don't go down so deep, right? 3 more. 2 more. 1 more, and then we'll hold it with the arms up overhead, right? Maybe bring the fingers to touch. Now lift the rib cage up. Lift it up, push down with that left foot. Keep that right knee open out to the side and little pulses with the leg. 5, 4, the inner thigh. 3, 2, 1. Now hold that like, it's like everything above the belly button is lifting up. Everything below the belly button is rooting down. Now lift and lower on that standing heel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place it down. All right, do a little jog. Shake that all apart. Shake it all about. Just like a little barefoot jog. 5, 4, 3, 2, and we'll go right to the other side. So it's a curtsy and a lift. Graceful, being mindful. If your body says, hey, this feels fine and you want to go a little deeper, it's a curtsy, squat, and a lift. 5 more. 5, 4. Squeeze that inner thigh when you come up. 3, 2. Hold it up here. Bring those arms up. Let's interlace the fingers, all but the index fingers. Reach those index fingers up. Lift up through the rib cage. Draw the low belly in. Let the left knee flop out to the left. Little pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Lift and lower on the heel. 5, 4. We're going to see if by the end of the month these are any easier. 2 and 1. And come on down. Good. Get your magic jump rope out. A little jogging and your magic jump rope. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it all about. All right, so heavier weight. If you've been, joining me pretty regularly, go for the 15s if you feel it. Otherwise, maybe 12s, or if you need to stay with the 10s. Yeah, right? Five back rows, no tricep kickbacks with these heavier weights, okay? It's going to be 5 narrow back rows, 5 wide back rows, then we'll come up to standing. So hinge from your hips, flat back. If you need to do a split stance for flat back, do that. Draw the booty back, draw the heart forward. Now row. 5, narrow rows. 4, hug that belly button in. 3, 2, 1. Go right to your wide back row. 5, squeeze a little bit lower down your back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the arms, come to standing, and we'll go straight to deadlift, right? So keeping the knees a tiny bit soft, hinge from your hips, and come back up. You're not trying to get the weights to the floor. You're just coming to the point where your torso is parallel to the floor. And then we're pushing up from the feet. Push those feet down into the ground. It's great to do these barefoot. You can really feel those feet connected to your mat. So push down into those feet and channel that right up through the hamstrings and glutes to come up. If you've ever done a kettlebell swing, those are the same muscles, like you're trying to hinge forward and swing the kettlebell forward using your glutes and hips. Last one. Woo. And come to standing. Now turn around, squat down, and place the weights down towards the bottom of your mat to set up for some chest presses, right? Then, important how we do this, take your weights and place them on your thighs like hammers, right? So roll down and place the elbows right on the ground and place the feet down in preparation for bridge. So we've just got our arms like at the ready, the upper arms are on the mat. Not too much work yet. Lift the hips up into a bridge. And then this is kind of the hardest part. Push the arms straight up. Turn your palms forward. Plug the shoulder blades down. Now hold it here. Draw your tailbone towards your heels. Knit the belly. Knit it in like one of these weights is going to fall on your belly. And you want to brace for that kind of feeling, right? And then lower the elbows out to the side and push up armpit chest. Every single time, think about armpit chest to push it up. Squeezing up, like at the bottom of your bra strap, right underneath those boobs. Think about squeezing there when you press up. 5 more. Tap the elbows and go up. 5, 4, 3, keep squeezing the bum and drawing the tailbone towards the heels. 2, 1, bring both arms up. We have 5 alternating. Lower the right and then lower the left. 5, 4, 3, push, push, 2, and 1. Turn the palms in, lower the elbows, lower the bum, bring the knees into the chest. With some momentum, roll up, and then you can just let go of the weights on the way up. So you're not using the wrists at all. Just kind of let them go. And then we'll grab one of those heavier weights on either side of the dumbbell for some tricep skull crushers. So roll back down, holding either side of your weight, 15-pound weight, and bring that weight up. Lift up into your bridge. Now we'll start with 5 all the way down, bring it back behind your head and back up. Keep the rib cage knit again. 4, press. 3, you can add a little dip and squeeze of the butt. 2, and 1. Good, now go halfway down, all the way down, all the way up. So it's down, down, up. Let's make that 1. Down, down, up for 2. Down halfway, down all the way, up all the way. 3, down, down, 4, down, down, 5. Now plug those shoulder blades back down again. Knit the belly. This time it'll be down on 1, up on 2. Down all the way, up, 1. Down all the way, up, 2. All the way, up, 3. Up, 4. Ooh, starting to feel the burn. 5. Good. Now come halfway up and do 5 little ones. 5. Down an inch, up an inch. 4. Oh man. 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way up. 5 full ones and you're done. 5. We're done. 4, 3. Keep those elbows in place other than bending and extending. 2, 1. And bend those elbows down by your sides. Hug the knees in. Rock up to your feet. Place that weight down. Whew. All right. Come all the way up to standing. And we're finishing off this set. We did triceps, we did chest, we did back, we did some legs. We can't leave the biceps out. So make sure you don't twist and lift those weights up. Keep the back flat and straight. 5, 5, and 5. 5 hammers, 5 regular, 5 little twisties. So just standing your ground. Lift all 10 toes off the ground. And then let every toe come down and separate every toe. Engage through your belly. Draw the tailbone straight down to the ground. And feel the feet really rooted down into the ground. Maybe even feel your inner thighs spinning back slightly. So you're really rooted down, like you're standing and you're not going to be blown over by a heavy wind, right? So your feet are pushing down into the ground. And now start your bicep curls. 5, you can keep your knees a little soft. 4, 3, again, this is with your heavier weight if you can. 2, 1, and now open the palms. They'll be out by your sides. It's a little harder. All the way up and down. 5, all the way down by the sides. 4, try not to let them swing behind your legs. 3, keep that belly knit. 2, never lean back to bring them up. 1, and now turn your palms back in. We'll come up with a little rotation at the shoulders for 5. You got it. 4, if it's getting to be too much, you hinge from the hips like a kettlebell swing. 3, to help get them up. 2, woo, and 1, and let those weights go off in the distance somewhere. Let them go. Open those arms out to the side. Take a big stretch. Turn your thumbs down. Oh. All right. Good. Quick drink. One more thing for the legs. And then I'm saving the last, good 13 minutes or so for some back strengthening core stuff. All right. So stand. It's going to be a little tricky, but we're all warmed up for it, right? Watch me first. Right leg will step back into a lunge. Maybe you don't go deep. And then right foot steps forward into a lunge. All right, so center yourself on your mat. Ready? Step back. Step forward. Notice how you've got to use that left foot for balance. Step back. Step forward. And notice if you want to use your arm, step back. Step forward. We have 3 more, 8 reps on each side. 3, 3, like you're on railroad tracks the whole time. Keep those feet hip distance apart. 2, 2, last 1. Oh, that was a bad one. And 1, shake it out. All right, we'll go to the other side. Step back first. Step back, look forward. Step forward for 8, 7. Even if you don't go down very deep. 6, pay attention to your body. 5, it's never a competition except with yourself and what's right for you. 4, 3, 2, whew, and 1. Oh gosh, give yourself a little stretches, shake it out a little bit. Oh, and let's come all the way down onto our back for a final round of some abs. We need our ball though. So go ahead and grab your ball, your little ball. Ab 5 series, using the ball. We haven't done that in a while, right? So hold your ball in the palms of your hands and then bring your knees to tabletop. Press the ball into your left quadricep. Curl up to the tip of your shoulder blades and extend your right leg out. Plug the shoulder blades down, press and resist with the thigh, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch, switch. Try not to clench through the neck too much. Press into the thigh, resist the thigh from the ball. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, and 1. Place the ball between your ankles. Grab the back of your thighs and just take a rest. Let that neck relax. Get that ball between the ankles so it's ready, right? Turn your head to one side. Because that comes into the neck quite a bit. Turn your head to the other side. So this next one is double leg stretch with the ball, right? So curl up now to the tip of your shoulder blades, holding the back of your thighs, and reach those legs up towards the ceiling, reach the arms up towards that ball, right? Now hold the ball between the ankles, lower the legs, open the arms by the shoulders, so keep the shoulders lifted off the ground. Then come back up, grab the ball with the hands and do the same exact motion, just happening to holding the ball. Lower and grab it. Do a little tiny reverse crunch. Now, if your neck is like killing you for this, then keep the ball between the ankles and bring your hands behind the head, doing the same motion with the legs. We have 3, 3. You can also take one hand behind the head. 2, like alternate it. 2, last 1, and 1, and rest. Whew. Take the ball out from between your ankles. Scissors is next, right? So it's that same kind of thing, but this time we're just going to be placing the ball on one shin and then the other. So reach the toes up towards the sky, curl up to the tip of the shoulder blades, place the ball on the left shin, lower the right leg down, and switch, switch, switch. Curl up higher, switch. 4, and 3, last 2, and 1. Bring the legs together, bring your hands behind your head. Finally, put the ball between your ankles or your shins or your calves. Curl up a little more. Pause here. Plug those shoulder blades down, draw the belly in, lower the legs to where you can, but keep it in the belly, not in the back at all, and come back up. 8, 7, really challenge yourself here. 6, lower the legs just to the point right before it comes into the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees, take the ball out. Let's take it out to the side. Crisscross is last, but let's do a little knee, sort of swaying the knees side to side. Let that back get a little release and get the spine a little bit of rotation here. Whew. All right, so for bicycles today, hold the ball in your hands, bring the knees over the hips, curl up to the tip of the shoulder blades, reach the ball to the outside of the left leg and extend the right leg out long, crunch up, and now lift around and go to the other side and crunch for 8, 8, 7, reach that ball away, 7, 6, 6, 5, and 4, really crunch and reach, 3, 2, and 1, Place your feet down, lift the hips up, slide the ball underneath your sacrum. And that's an option. If you feel like you just want to move in some other way, do that. Let your low back release. Now let's lift our hips up, lower down. Figure 4 stretch with the hamstring stretch. So cross that left ankle and place it on top of the right knee. Take the right foot off the ground. Reach your left arm between the legs. Interlace your fingers behind the right hamstring. And then stretch the right leg up to the sky. Flex both feet. Relax the low back and the glutes. Relax the shoulders. Deepen your breath in and lengthen it out. Now rebend the right knee. Release the left leg out long on the ground. Place your hands on top of the right knee. Flex the left foot, draw the left thigh down. Squeeze the right knee in towards your chest. Open the right arm out to the right and take a twist knee across the body. Turn your head also to the left. Completely let go of the neck. And let the right shoulder drip down away from the ear, the right arm releasing. Couple of more breaths. And slowly come back onto your back and go to the other side. So now the right ankle crosses on top of the left knee. Lift the left foot off the ground. Interlace your fingers. Can you switch the interlace of your fingers with the opposite index finger on top? Reach the left leg up, soften through the low back. Press the left heel up, flex both feet. Stay here now, just breathe and release. Turn my music off. All right, and then let's see, what did we do here? All right, so bend the left knee, release the right foot, stretch it out long, squeeze the left knee in towards your chest, draw the right thigh towards the ground. Take your left arm out to the left. Take your knee across your body, turn your head to the right. And let that left shoulder blade soften down. Soften through the hips and both legs. And roll back onto your back. Roll all the way over, if you would, onto your belly. And come up onto your forearms. Yeah, just the forearms. Pivot the left forearm in, bend the right knee, and grab the right ankle. So keep your lift. This is a little prep for a back bend as well. Draw the right knee away from your hip. Draw it like you're trying to lengthen the right quadricep a tiny bit more. Now invite a little melting through that middle upper back, a little softening of the chest and the heart forward. And go ahead and angle that other forearm in, the right forearm, bend the left knee. Let's see what's going on this side. Try not to slump down, but keep lifting right through the chest. Lengthen that left quadricep. Draw the left knee towards the bottom of your mat. And allow that middle upper back to soften a little bit. And release the foot. Parallel your forearms for Sphinx pose. Palms facing down. Your forearms are parallel to the long edges of your mat. Bring the elbows right underneath your shoulders and then scooch them slightly forward, like a half of an inch ahead of your shoulders. Now, just look straight ahead, relax through the neck. You can bring your legs a little bit closer together and then reach through the big toes. Reach those big toes longer. Start to a little bit gather in with the low belly, just a little bit. Start to pull the forearms back like you're trying to drag your body towards the top of the mat. Don't take any tension in the neck, just let it stay neutral, kind of looking right past your mat. Now bring your awareness all the way from your low back, up through the middle back, softening through the middle upper back, letting your heart draw forward as you pull the forearms back, as you draw the shoulders back. And maybe you allow that whole spine, a little bit of a back bend all the way up. Good, and slowly release that. Release the hands. Bring your hands on either side of your armpits, underneath your armpits, on either side of your rib cage. And now reach through the big toes, maybe lift the legs, pull back with the heel of the hand, start to come into your back bend. Maybe you're coming up a little higher, but then make it a little bit of a back bend all the way up the spine, not all in the low back. Soften the heart forward, melt through the middle upper back. Draw the heel of the hands back. Maybe you hover the legs off the ground if you'd like. 3. Draw that low belly in a little bit. 2. And release. So good for our back. Oh. Now use those arms to push yourself up into all fours. And a little small little cats and cows. Now from all fours, bring your hands forward like a hand's distance forward ahead of the shoulders. So the wrists are just ahead of the, like about, I don't know, a couple of inches at least. Then tuck the toes, gather in with the low belly, start to lift the knees off the ground, and slowly lift the hips all the way up and back to a downward facing dog. Make sure the index fingers are parallel to each other. Soften the knees. Draw the hips back. Draw the heels to the ground. See if the heels are lined up right behind the ankles. Wrap those triceps in towards your ears. Hollow out through the low belly. And now start to keep the knees bent. Slowly start to walk your hands back to your feet, keeping your knees quite bent. Separate your feet a little bit wider apart. Keeping your knees really bent, just fold down, drop your head. Let your arms dangle. And now bring your hands to your shins. Lengthen your spine as you look to the top of the mat. Push down with your feet, keeping this long spine. Push down with the feet and come all the way up to standing. Whew. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Left hand grabs the right wrist, take a side bend. Let the hip come out to the side. And then go to the other side, side bend. We're ending with a little twisting balance, right? So you can step off your mat, you can stay on your mat, whatever you want to do. This is the final kind of thing. So standing, feet hip distance apart. Just take your right knee up, Take your right arm out to the side, out to the right, and take your left hand to the outside of that right knee. Now push down into that left foot. Engage that left thigh. Gather in with the low belly and start to slowly bring your right arm back and twist towards the right, using your rib cage, a twisting balance, getting that rotation for the spine. Moving the spine in all ranges of motion. We did extension with the back bends. We did lateral flexion with those side bends, forward flexion, extension, axial extension with the flat back. Now this is rotation. And then slowly bring it back to center and shake it out a little bit. And it all starts from the feet, right? So initiate from that right foot, push down with that right foot, start to bring the left knee up, take the left arm out to the side. Your gaze is going to help to start, but then your gaze is going to move. So that right leg is really going to be kind of important here. Take your right hand to the outside of the left knee. Gather in with the low belly as you invite a twist all the way up the spine, twisting to your left. Think about initiating the twist with your rib cage, not with the left shoulder or the left arm. Twisting in the rib cage and a little bit all the way up the spine. Can you breathe? And slowly return back. Oh, let's just sigh that out with a couple of those forward fold things. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, knees flat, knees bent. Inhale. One more time, exhale. And bring your arms up. We are done for today. Whew.
Yay, that was great.